Hi everyone, Mon here. Welcome to Intuitive Soul Savant. Welcome back, and if you're new, please have a look in the playlists. This channel started when I was undergoing Pluto conjunct my natal sun and Mercury in the 6th house. So it was through that dark night of the soul that I started this channel. So dig a little deeper and go into the playlists, and you should be able to find many, many videos to support you on your journey, especially if you're an Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio, because you're having challenging aspects from Pluto to your natal sun, okay, where the sun was when you were born. All right, so we're here for another week for an astrological energy report. And I'm just going to do things a little bit different because I'm trying to find my feet, okay? I'm definitely meant to be doing and making videos. There's no doubt about that. And I'm definitely meant to be consulting and counseling, which I do. So in the description box is my details. So drop me an email and we can have a chat. I can let you know how much that costs and fitting you in. I work well with Northern Hemisphere. I'm very happy to do that as well. Okay, but I'm coming from Sydney time, east coast of Australia. I'm north of Sydney, but it is Sydney time. Okay, so to change things up a little bit, I'm going to tell you where the planets end up at the end of the week. So today is Saturday, the 21st. All right, so we've got Mercury, Mars, and the nodes still in Pisces, and those planets and the nodes will be in Pisces for a little longer. We are starting to get the stellium build up in Aries this week, and in Aries we have the sun. Happy birthday, Aries. We have Venus in detriment there. We have Saturn, we have Neptune, and we have Chiron. So we've got 2, 4, 5 so far. And we're going to end up with 7 eventually. And then when the moon transits Aries, that will be 8 lights. And there's also another, there's another light there too, Eris, that's it, yes, Eris. So lots of action in the Aries house, and it's starting to build this week. Right at the end of the week, the moon will be in Leo and finish the week up in Leo. Jupiter is in Cancer still, but heading direct, 15 degrees, 34 minutes. Pluto's still in Aquarius. That's on for a long time yet, and Pluto is at 5 degrees 9 minutes. Pluto will be going retrograde in the next couple of months. So those that are going through their Pluto conjunct their natal sun or any other personal planets, Pluto will be retrograding over those points if Pluto has already touch those points. So if your sun or personal planets are between, I'd go into late Capricorn even, because I'm still feeling a little Pluto energy. My natal sun was 27 degrees Capricorn. So Pluto will retrograde back to at least 2 to 3 degrees. So it's still in orb as far as I'm concerned, okay, when Pluto retrogrades. Hence, I haven't made the rebirth video yet, okay, because I've made a couple of rebirth videos and I realised they're in the playlists. I realised you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And so I'd make a video and think I was in that rebirth, but there was more. So I'm thinking over Easter. I think that's a great time to make a rebirth video. I'll be away. I'll be further up further north on the Australian eastern coastland in Queensland for Easter. So Uranus is in Taurus, ending its 7 years in Taurus, and Uranus will ingress into Gemini June-ish, May, June. Okay, haven't got those exacts there. So that's what we're looking at, where the planets are. Really, the big news is all this energy and action in Aries. If you are a cardinal sign, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, you have Jupiter in Cancer, Cancerians. So there'll be squares, Cancerians, to Jupiter as it's transiting the second half of Cancer. Right? So that's a lot of energy, a lot of personal planets and energy to square your natal Sun, Mercury, Venus, or Mars, personal planets. Okay. So cardinal signs, be aware. That's all I can say. Already I've had a couple of Libran clients, and this is my healing clients. And Librans, you've got all that energy opposing you. Okay, those with planets in Libra, be very caring to yourself when all this energy is in Aries. And this goes for everybody. Aries rules the self. I'm first. It's all about me. I have the energy of Mars to go after what I want and do me. And Libra, opposing Aries, is all about us and relationships. And it's not all about you, Aries. It's about us. Okay, so that is the conflict of the opposition with Aries and Libra. So big heartfelt love to our Libran brothers and sisters, because I'm already seeing the stress of just the 5 lights that are in Aries at the moment. Okay, and that will increase to 8 at a certain time through the next month. All right, then the rest of the Aries season, as the personal planets leave, we will still have Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron in Aries, okay, and Eris, of course. So there is that energy for our individuation. But as I've just said, as an individual, we must consider the all, the relationships, the us, the two of us. Okay, and there you get your balanced opposition between Aries and Libra. Me and them. Okay, so this energy is big. I don't do geopolitical, so you can only imagine Aries being ruled by Mars, what is coming to pass. And my advice is, don't watch any news, don't get involved, don't play credence to any of it. If you're putting your attention on it, then you're buying a ticket to that show. And that's not a show that I really want to see. All right, so I choose to stay in my lane, my own little universal world, of which I have many participants as a healer and as a consultant. So I'm not isolating, but I am staying in my own energy, Aries, looking after myself, Aries, so that the collective, Pluto in Aquarius, and others in my community, my relationships with others, Libra, can remain balanced without me reacting, Aries, to what's going on the world stage. All right, so this is a big month after we get through all of these personal planets in Aries. Uranus will be moving into the air element of Gemini. Those personal planets will move on. Chiron and Aries will be staying there, as well as Neptune and Saturn in Aries. So it is about us, but it's about us balancing ourselves, our individuation in the collective with our brothers and our sisters, Libra energy, our partnerships, our relationships. All right. So today I'll tell you the orbs of the transits that are coming in today. All right. It's Saturday, the 21st here in Australia. The sun ingressed into Aries just this morning at 1:45 a.m. So Northern Hemisphere, that would have happened for you on a Friday. All right. The sun ingressed into Aries. Mercury, after the sun ingressed into Aries, Mercury stationed direct. Okay. So Mercury is direct at 8 degrees 29 minutes, 8.5 degrees. And Mercury stationing direct has brought in the orb of Mercury conjunct the nodes. And so all of this week, Mercury will be back and forward across the nodes. And the nodes are between 8 and 9 degrees of Pisces. So we are still finding the communication. We've gone back and reassessed our thinking patterns, our decisions, our thoughts, our communication with others, and Mercury stationed direct to move on again until its next retrograde. So that's happened today. When there's a station, the energy is a lot stronger. Okay, it's like turning a great big ship around. Remember that Mercury retrograde, it isn't going backwards, it's the orbit. So if I'm standing here and it is orbiting, it looks to me like it's going backwards. Okay, so once you get that picture in your mind, it's very easy to understand. So we've had a lot to think about. We've had a lot to think about with all of this new energy this year, 2026. But we're still not out of the gates yet. So today, the orbs of energy that have started today, Saturday here in Australia, we have Mercury conjuncting the nodes. That's been happening since the 15th of March and will go right through to the 25th of March, that energy of the Mercury on the nodes. Mars is trining Jupiter. Mars in Pisces trining Jupiter in Cancer at 8 degrees 46. No, sorry, 15 degrees, okay? So Mars and Jupiter are fire energy. In Pisces and in Cancer, that energy can come to a boiling point, especially with Mercury on the nodes. The North Node Mercury is on in Pisces. We've had time to think about our victim attitudes and the criticism of ourselves with the South Node in Virgo. So Mercury is opposing the South Node in Virgo. We thought about it, and now we're ready to make different decisions to move forward with our axis of Pisces and Virgo, which is our spirituality and our earth grounding, our grounding. It's a different grounding to the energy of Taurus, which is very practical grounding. With Virgo, it's about strategies. Okay, so a new strategy to release an energy of Virgo, criticism, judgment, workaholism, our dietary needs, our day-to-day activities, structures of our day. These are all things that we're needing to take a look at. And are we balancing that earthy materialism with our higher purpose? And this is why I say we are in these times where we do not need to buy a ticket to what's going on the earth, because we are looking to Pisces in the North Node to fly above the ebb and flow of all of this Aries mundane energy, WAR. That's the mundane energy of Aries, with Pluto and Aquarius as a collective There is a WAR on our hands, but we're not buying a ticket because we have enough to do looking after ourselves and moving forward in the evolution of humanity. Also that comes in orb today is the Sun conjunct Neptune. Now, we've already had Venus, we've had Saturn, and today the Sun's energy conjuncting Neptune has come into play, and that is from the 21st, which is today, only for a couple of days because we're talking about the Sun, all right? Saturn sextiles Pluto. That energy came in on the 19th of March, and that will be active until the 7th of April. 2.5 weeks. Okay, so these energies are all in play now. Sun ingressing into Aries, Mercury stationing direct, Mercury conjuncting the nodes, Mars trining Jupiter, Sun conjunct Neptune, Saturn sextiles Pluto. We're in the orbs of these energies now, and I'll let you know when they become exact. But I've given you the dates, and it's this week, all right? It's all this week. So on Sunday here in Australia, in the morning, it'd be Saturday for you, Northern Hemisphere, we have that exact of Mars trining Jupiter at 15 degrees and 17 minutes. Mars is moving a little slowly because it has only stationed direct in the last couple of weeks. But Jupiter will be ending its travels through Cancer in June, July. All right. The Sun on Sunday conjunct Neptune, all right? That is exact at 10:19 p.m. So that will be early in the morning on Sunday for the Northern Hemisphere. That's a new cycle, the Sun conjunct Neptune, a new Sun-Neptune cycle that will go for 12 months, all right? The synodic cycle. That's on Sunday. On Nothing Here Monday, Tuesday, the 24th, we have Sun conjunct Saturn orb, all right? So this week, we've got the Sun moving over Neptune, moving over Saturn, all right? And Saturn is at nearly 5 degrees of Aries, all right? So those energies are here. The Sun sextile Pluto, those energies come in on Wednesday, the 25th. And those energies from the 25th to the 27th, because it's the Sun, it's just a short time, but the orb is strong. All right. It's a sextile. The Sun in Aries, shining the light on ourselves. Now, it's sextiling Pluto in Aquarius, the collective. So what a great week to start balancing the energies so that you're actually an asset to the collective. That is why we raise our frequency. That is why we follow an ascension path to become more of what we were when we were born, which was whole. So we're heading to our wholeness, which we already are. We are already whole. However, after we were born and we forgot who we were, we walked away from our wholeness. We've divided ourselves. We've opposed ourselves, inner conflict between the male and the female aspects of ourselves. So this year, next year, this is a really good opportunity. And the mid-60s borns know this because they've got that Pisces Virgo axis of 4 planets, Pluto conjunct Uranus in Virgo and Chiron and Saturn in Pisces. So that inner conflict between the spiritual and the mundane earth, our day-to-day affairs on the earth. This is big times. Yes, it's big energy and we cannot lose our heads. So this week, Mercury conjunct the nodes, Mars trine Jupiter, the Sun conjunct Neptune, Saturn sextile Pluto, and Mars trine Jupiter, the Sun conjunct Neptune Sunday, the Sun conjunct Saturn on the Wednesday, the Sun sextiles Pluto on the Thursday, and also Venus conjuncts Chiron in Aries. Okay, so if you know the energies of each of the planets and each of the signs, you'll come to understand that this week is a fabulous week, a really good week, challenging enough to push us forward in our personal growth, and also with the sweets of trines and sextiles, and especially to Pluto in Aquarius, that the Sun and Saturn will be making, materializing our spiritual desires and moving us forward in our ascension path. But the number one rule is we're dealing with Aries. We're dealing with Mars. And we're dealing with the nodes, the South Node in the Earth sign Virgo. I beg of you, stay in your own lane. Work on your own self. Choose to take ownership of your mind, your heart, and your soul. Take ownership of these aspects of yourself, and don't allow anything outside of yourself to use your energy in that way. Yes, in the mundane, it looks like WAR. However, the real fight is between the sons of darkness and the sons of light. And the astrology is giving us every opportunity to raise our vibration. So it's not just astrology with me. I have another channel, and it is in the description box, and it is called Soul Savant. And it's not about me. It's about all of us as one, and there's some soul savants in there already. Not astrology or anything like that. It's a channel regarding enlightenment in the modern day. All right. So if you're on a spiritual journey, pop in, have a look at some of those videos. And I hope that many more people align to the message that I have there. Or it's not even a message, really. It's just my experience, my spiritual experience of 60 years. Okay, because I fought for my life at birth, and I was taken for 3 days at birth, and I screamed for 3 days. So I didn't have any bonding or anything, so I've had to do it all myself. And today I'm very happy, very, very happy, living in peace and serenity, and I just want that for everybody. So that's the report this week. Lots of conjunctions, no doubt, with the Sun in Aries and Mercury conjuncting the nodes, the Sun conjuncting Neptune, and the Sun's going to be conjuncting Saturn. And the Sun and Saturn sextile included. You know, there's just so much. Personal growth week for sure. All right. And don't lose your head. Don't get involved in other people's business. Basically, you're on your own path. It's your universe that you're looking out to. So it's up to you what you buy into and what you want to see at that movie show. All right. So thank you, everybody. I love you. It is a little different today, but I am trying to find my feet. Please like, share, comment, because I'm only getting a few views. The algorithms have changed, and I haven't got the time at the moment because my healing clients are needing me, you know, to go and do all that research and study to give the algorithm what it wants. All right. So I need your help. So thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful week. We're coming up into Easter, my favorite time of the year. Beautiful time for rebirth. All right. Namaste and thank you.